Right, guys. Yeah, I was working on that today. That's why stream is late. Because I was in the zone.
Thanks in advance.
And it was going well. When you're in the zone, when you're in the flow, you should never interrupt it. Never ever. Okay. Nice to see everybody. Mix Warp, Nors, Dublicious, Sean. I am Vendome. Well, welcome. Hey, Bardman, Azuro. Yeah. Right, first up is Nors with that, yeah, Lost in You. Okay, the tuning there sounds really weird. Like just right through there. It's like the auto tune's like way too fast, but it's also like struggling to choose a note, so it like jumps up and down. It's gonna take time. And over there too, it's like blah blah. So yeah, I would probably melodine this rather than auto-tune it, or if you're using auto-tune, like more humanized settings. Sub could maybe use like another octave mixed in there, maybe even if it's like quietly to kind of beef up that sub. Feels a bit thin down there. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to listening to my track, which might be in like a lower key than yours. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid you'll tear me apart. I'm afraid that the scars will heal too much. I won't see the marks from Yeah, I think the instrumental is good on this. It's maybe use like a little bit of
cleaning up in the mid-range. Like it feels quite busy. So maybe like a bit more like depth to the mix. So like pushing certain elements a bit like further back, bringing a bit some other ones forward so that it's not all just like this blur of like atmosphere. It's not like too bad, but just like a little bit of cleaning up could be nice. And then the kick feels like a little bit, it's like quite like punchy and aggressive, but at the same time, it feels like it's almost like a bit flat, like it's lacking like that low end, like oomph. So maybe just like shelving off a bit of the like higher mids where the kick like really like punches, and then like boosting a little bit of the sub could work. But it's mostly the vocal that's not sounding right. Cool. Nice one. Yeah, I'd go for Melodyne on that rather than Autotune. Hey, Spooky Sean. I think all the musical stuff can come up a bit louder or just turn down the kick. The kick's kind of a bit too loud compared to the rest of it. And yeah, I agree. Somebody said the chords were kind of dissonant. I agree. I also don't really like this sound. Really thin and like lasery. I was using the Moog again today, or not today, but yeah, I think yesterday or the day before when I started that other song that I played at the beginning of the live stream, and I really had fun this time. I think it's what drives me mad about it is when it doesn't work, and like trying to use the shitty plugin thing that comes with it always gives me problems. But what I did this time was literally just routed the audio into my DAW and recorded what I was doing. So there was no delay, like no latency, no setup issues. And I think that's probably the best way to use this analog gear, to like just play it all in and hope something cool happens. That way you also like, you get out of the piano roll and you kind of just get forced into a new way of doing things. And it worked really well, so yeah. I've been ignoring that Moog for like months now, and I was actually thinking of selling it, but now I'm glad I didn't. I'm going to definitely use it more. Yeah, this zappy lead is not doing it for me, I must admit. Talk to Evan? Okay, I will do. I kind of, I'm grateful that it wasn't working properly though, because I would have never written that idea in the piano roll. Like there was so much of it that was like just like loosely improvised on the keys. And like there's like melodies that I would never just normally start writing in the piano roll. Whenever I start in the piano roll, I'm always like looking at the same intervals and looking at the grid, like where should I play it, instead of like just feeling where to play it. I think that's what is missing from a lot of my like melodic ideas. It's just like the intuition of like note placement rather than doing it visually. Okay. Lewis Taylor. No. Lewis. Where are you? Oh.
Thanks, bud. Have a good weekend.
love acoustic hat loops. They sound so good. Reminds me of one of my favorite songs this year, which is... where is it? This one. With that open hi-hat. And also like the acoustic snare sounds so good in this one. Anyway, back to yours. Yeah, the sub might just be a bit loud, I think. Snare could be a bit louder too. Yeah, the melody's cool. Hey, Evan? I wanted to get that melody on the drop too. Thanks, Evan. Appreciate it. I think with this, like, it's almost like the whole track is like a bit too leaning this way, like the high ends down and the low ends up. It kind of needs to be a bit more balanced that way. Like, feels like the snare could be like wide and like loud and kind of in your face. Hats could be a bit louder, and like the sub could be a bit quieter. And just reference something like probably something afterlifey or like Habitat. I've been liking there. Yeah, I don't know. Just reference something like that. Yeah, Artbat would be a good reference, actually. Yeah. Artbat. Yeah, like even just looking at listening to the sub and looking at it visually on mini meters, you can see how much quieter it is than yours. Like in comparison to the kick. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's a good track. Nice melody. Cool. And that reminds me, I've got a track out today. Remix for La on 03. This one, I'll play it.
We can erase this. Memories fading. Two lovers lost, but not forgot, just waiting. We're so elated. Hearts elevated. I know time has passed. Our love will last through the ages.
Where did I make the lead? Just here in Bournemouth in the UK.
Just waiting. We're so elated. Hearts elevated. I know time has passed. Our love will last through the ages.
Cool, thanks guys. Yeah, sorry, the lead is actually, I think, I can't remember now. Let me, where is it? Oh, remix, there it is. I'll open it while we find the next song to play. Bodman. Okay. So I'll get back to your track now. I just want to check that these leads were. So here's the lead. It is Serum, I believe. Yeah. Serum. Look at that. Dreams Volume 3. Just the noise though. So that one's just noise. Then this one is a custom patch I made. But it's, I think Decimort's doing a lot of the work here. And then we got some wedge here. And then the other layer is this one. The -6 milliseconds is very important here. Gives you that like really nice attack. Check without it. That's what makes it like feel so good. And then the other layer is literally just a kick attack from the noise section. It's also -6. And then together it's gets a nice like punch to it. And then we get some fine tune on there. Fine tune automation. Oh wait, that's on the noise. Well, it's on this one too. It makes a difference. Milliseconds make millions. I like that. Yeah, I did actually like a mini breakdown of it. It's coming on Instagram later, but it's not as detailed as what I just showed. But yeah, I think I could probably snip that and make a video of it. Okay, let's get back to this. This is good vibes, by the way. This is really nice. I don't want to change anything other than just like maybe opening up the mix a bit, like maybe just subtle boost in the high end, turning down the kick a touch. But otherwise it's really nice. gonna try like gentle EQ on this. Could also try, let's see what ozone does with it. I've been testing this on like everything. Bet it's gonna distort the shit out of it. Didn't change much. Yeah, I think you just really need to like pull the kick down and like open up those hats a bit. Okay. Lust index. Kick could be a lot more subby and less mid-range.
Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump. And you might think, what if I fall? What if you don't? What if you fly?
like the melody. It's mostly just the mix that needs work, I think.
See here, kid. You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump, 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 jump.
It's actually a pretty cool drop. I don't usually like these spoken word vocals, but this one's cool, especially that it says jump and then it drops. But yeah, once you sort out that kick, it'll feel way better. Yeah, something like that maybe on the kick drum would feel better. It brings out the lead nicely, so that's at least something there. What the hell is it doing to the sub? Stereo with 100. I feel like this, if this was just reversed. EQ helps a lot with that mid-range. Where did it do it? It was like 580 hertz. Yeah, it works nicely. Okay, enough of that. Who's next? Alice Ved. Where am I? That was today, right? 8 months ago. Hang on. Let me double check that. I didn't actually check the date. No, it's not that one. This one. Very pretty. The kick is a little heavy. Rest is on point there. That was really nice. Wow. Yeah, just the kick I think needs to come down a little bit in volume. It's a bit too kind of like sticks out of everything. And then also that shaker when it comes in didn't quite feel good to me compared to the other stuff. I don't know if it's the groove of it or if it just needs to be a bit quieter maybe. Yeah. And what happened there with Ambriosa? Don't see no problems. All right. Who's next? Ambriosa's next. mix is nice. It's just the ARP starting to feel a bit like static, like it needs to have a bit more
Smiling
automation
face,
on it or
smiling
something.
face.
Like maybe you could map velocity to the filter and then just like play different sort of patterns loosely or add a bit of random to the velocity. And then you'll get a bit more life out of it. I like the strings, but I'm just thinking like a deeper kind of like drier cello sound could be nice to kind of contrast it to the ARP and make it like stand out a bit more. At the moment, it feels like really like washed out and not very like it's supposed to be the focus of the idea. Just a warning, I'm finishing in 15 minutes. Cool, nice one. Good vibes on this. Just needs a bit more automation, like I said, and yeah, might be good if you can hire a session string player of sorts. I hired someone once on Sound Better, but didn't end up using it or releasing the song. But you can find some guys for relatively cheap there. The one thing comes to mind is what is it? Kidnap. I can't remember which track. He has this cello that sounds amazing. I feel like it might be in this album. I know the melody in my head, kinda. Maybe somebody else knows. But he has this like cello that sounds, it's quite dry, but it sounds really nice. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Leeson. Nine, yours is next. huge fan of that pitchy thing. Maybe you could just do it less, like fade it out faster or something. So far it's been interesting, quite groovy, but hasn't really like grabbed me. No like real melodic ideas have grabbed me, but the groove is nice. The kick is maybe a little bit boxy. Guys, just warning you, I'm finishing in 8 minutes, 7 minutes. So the ones who have donated, recently I won't be able to get to you. But appreciate the donations. If you want them back, message me privately and I'll get you a refund. Okay, let's go on 09. By the way, hello Julian Schwartz, nice to see you. Where's 09? It feels like out of key in this, like doesn't match the vocal. I think it's those stabby things. See you, Yoppa. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head. Yeah. I mean, I can see like the idea of this could work, but the problem is like over here the stabs feel like out of key with the vocal, and then now the vocal's kind of done like a key change in this section, and it all just feels off and out to me. I remember all that you said. The beats and the bass are cool though. Like the groove. Like you might want to take this vocal and just find like a short section of it and use that as like a hook rather than just like outright putting the entire vocal over a beat. Like it feels like it's just been drag and dropped and not really been made to fit the track. You say you love me. Well, just to prove you do. Come on and cry me a river. you really need to make this vocal like fit the track. It's really like it just feels like two different song ideas being played over each other. Like they don't feel connected at all. Find something, some part of it that like grooves nicely with the track and pitch it into key. Maybe like put some cool effects on it, do something, get creative with it, and then try and make it like hooky and catchy. Right. I think we'll do one more. And that is Moke. Is it Mo? Mo change the world? Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. We heard this one last week, didn't we? Can't remember what I said about it. I like these chords though. Oh, you put it in the message. Last week I said drop lacking impact, long track, some levels adjusted. Okay. Yeah, the drop still lacks impact. I think it's just the lack of bass. Like you got that big bong thing, but it's quite like in the mid-range. It's not really like subby. The kick is lacking that punch. Yeah, I think it's mostly just like the low end that needs to be beefed up a bit on this to get that punch and groove going. But yeah, otherwise I like the chords and the vibe of it's quite nice. Well done. All right, guys, I gotta run. Hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for watching, and go stream my new track. It's out now on 03. This one, Erase, Bound to Divide remix. Okay, goodbye.